Vintage footballs that look like this one have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Contemporary balls like this one have sold very well too. But how do you know the one that you got is worth a lot? Stick around. Hello there and welcome to the Soccer Collectible Show, the channel for the history and value of soccer memorabilia. My name is Jonathan Castner. I'm an appraiser with National Appraisal Consultants and I'm the host of this show. This episode we're going to be looking at match-used footballs. But before we do, if you go ahead and take a moment just to click the subscribe button below, you'll get all the latest and greatest soccer collectible news. For serious collectors of soccer memorabilia, match-used footballs are highly prized. Unfortunately, match-used items are very rare and the market is filled with fakes. When it comes to establishing the authenticity of match-used items, provenance is key. Provenance is defined as the place of origin or earliest known history of something. It is up to buyers and experts to determine whether the provenance is accurate and worth consideration. Let me give you an example. Let's say a match-used football was given to an equipment manager, who then over the years passes it down to his son. His son decides that he wants to have that ball auctioned off. Well, the provenance in this circumstance is likely to be verifiable. The fact that the person was an equipment manager and had this ball, it's likely to be a matter of record. So provenance in this circumstance can be clearly identified. Of course, provenance is not always so clear-cut. Anybody can make up a story. That's why signatures and letters and photographs can be so important in establishing provenance. So without further ado, let's take a look at some items that have sold recently. According to its auction listing, this ball was used by France in the 1986 World Cup. It sold for over $17,000 in 2020. The provenance for this item? It came from the collection of France team technical advisor Henri Guérin. You can find match-used balls selling online from websites like eBay to sportsmemorabilia.com. According to a recent eBay listing, a ball used in a Europa League match featuring Napoli and Real Sociedad was listed for over $1,000. A ball used in Juventus' 4-0 win over Spezia in the 2021 Serie A season sold for over $2,000. According to its listing, Ronaldo scored 2 goals in the match and signed the ball. Match-used equipment for Major League Soccer often sells for much less than items from Europe and South America. According to a sportsmemorabilia.com listing, a ball used in a match featuring FC Dallas during the 2018 MLS season was signed by players and listed at $250. Match-used footballs have always been in demand. Sometimes they've been a point of contention too. Controversy over the type of ball used in the 1930 FIFA World Cup final between Uruguay and Argentina threatened to derail the game's first tournament final. With no official ball in use for the tournament, both Uruguay and Argentina proposed that their nation's ball be used in the final. Uruguay preferred their T-shaped model, while the Argentina delegation offered their Tiento ball. In the end, Argentina was granted use of their ball in the first half of the match, and Uruguay would use their ball in the second half. Uruguay triumphed 4-2. According to Golden Auctions, the ball used in the second half, shown here, sold at auction for over $3,000 in July 2021. There have been bigger sales. In 2010, a South African-based charity sold one ball used in the 2010 World Cup final between the Netherlands and Spain for over $74,000. That just about does it for this episode. I want to thank you for coming along with us. If you go ahead and take a moment just to click the subscribe button below, you can get all the latest and greatest soccer collectible news. You can also email us. The email address is the Soccer Collectible Show, all one word, at gmail.com with story ideas, any suggestions you may have. I want to thank you again for coming along with us. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.